This is Gauri Dwivedi, and in fact the big story that we are tracking right now is the fact that a part of the stretch from Jamia to Noida has now been opened more than 2 months after the SHAHEEN Bagh sit-in began, and this is a key arterial road that has now been opened. Remember, there has been several days of negotiations that have been going on between the protesters and of course the Supreme Court appointed interlocutors. Now, does this pave the way for a resolution to this entire issue that, which I said, has been going on for more than 70 days? With me here in the studio, KC Sharma representing the BJP, Nishant Verma representing, well, essentially the opposing voice, so to say, on the show, political analyst Sarim Ali Khan, who's been a SHAHEEN Bagh protester and also a Jamia alumnus, Sumit, of course, aligned to the right with us on the broadcast. So, all right, so Sarim Ali Khan, help us understand what happened. What's the breakthrough that happened today?
Well, the matter was in the Supreme Court. We all knew that, and Supreme Court has sent the interlocutors there. And to all the people who were saying that it is a violent protest and we are not listening to anyone, this is the protest that has been happening politically. So I would like to ask them. There were interlocutors there and they had a dialogue, and we have seen the positive message right now there. And on the other side, we need to understand that on what basis the Delhi police blocked all these roads before, because it was a stretch of 150 meters and the whole Delhi was blocked by these roads, and protesters were not doing anything to block these roads. It was the totally matter in the Delhi police, the way they have blocked it.
Okay, KC Sharma, respond to that, what Sarim Ali Khan is saying there.
The point one is, it's like 2-month-old protest now, and their purpose, because they wanted to defeat BJP into the election, they wanted to help out Aam Aadmi Party into the election. That purpose is being solved. So now the intensity of the protest, just see the intensity of the protest. You will find hardly 20 to 30% protester, which in compared to before the election. Please let me speak. Another thing is, like the protesters were occupying different areas, like they were not in such a heavy intensity as they are on a main road, but on other road also. And on that time, the security was a concern, and what police now took the decision, I think it is as per the discussion with the mediators. And my friend was saying, so the people are listening and people are talking to the mediator. It is not there. Mediators are unable to recognize a leader, and they are not ready to talk without the cameras, without the media. They are not ready to discuss their matters, their problems, their questions, their whatever grievances with the mediators. It means they want the media hype, they want the media cameras, they want themselves to be shown on the TVs. That's it. They are not sincere on the discussion. They are not sincere on vacating the roads, vacating the public places, which is harming or which is causing inconvenience to the around 10 to 15 lakh passengers daily, and putting the economic burden also onto the NCR and onto the governments.
See, whatever said and done, today one thing is clear, that if what is coming out to be that certain roads, the blockades have been removed by Delhi police and Uttar Pradesh police, in case that being Noida side, that means in clear words that something that I've been howling and shouting since 2 months, that the bluff of Mr. Amit Shah has been called out, and I'll explain why. It means that there was no threat perception. It means that there was no need of blocking these arterial roads such as Okhla Pusta Road, Agra Canal Road, and reason being that Kalindi Kunj Crossroad is 1 kilometer nearly away from the SHAHEEN Bagh protest site. Having said that, the information that is flowing in does not say that road number 13A of SHAHEEN Bagh has been opened. It is talking about the road crossings and other roads of Kalindi Kunj, Jamia to other Faridabad and towards Noida. That means it has no relevance pertaining road number 13A. Number 3, very importantly, I wish to ask the Ministry of Home Affairs, India, which controls Delhi police, that why why Uttar Pradesh police, Haryana police and Delhi police were utilized in order to block these roads which Gauri now have been opened. Either the blockade was for of no reason, or now, in fact, Mr. Sharma, whatever you said, I think the purpose of elections is over from the Bharatiya Janata Party side, and hence post defeat they realize that the way certain statements
So
and
what you're
slogans
saying is
went
Delhi police
against
was
them.
stopping this. This is what you're saying.
Madam,
What else? It has been
Madam,
proven. It
Madam,
is it has been proven beyond doubt that Delhi police, under whosoever's guidances, including Uttar Pradesh police, when I talk of Noida,
Madam, I would
were
like to take
closing
1
these,
minute to
had
answer
shut
my
down.
friend.
Sir, Mr. Sharma, you people had blocked these roads with a reasoning given. Today, even if you have reopened
answer,
these
sir.
roads, please do not say that the Shaheen Bagh protesters have opened it. Shaheen Bagh protesters are still sitting on the site. What has been opened is
Gauri,
the
can I
blockades by
start?
Delhi police.
Gauri, can I?
Okay,
With
yes.
the due respect to my fellow panelist, he's lying cleverly. He's saying there was no threat perception. My friend, let me remind you, on a Mathura road, which is far from the protested area, buses were burned, stones were pelted. It was not the small incident, many buses were burned, and people were sitting and passengers were sitting into the buses. So there was heavy security threats, so if you are saying like there was no threat perception, so it is completely
I would
lie.
like to
It is
respond to
completely
you,
lie.
sir.
Brother,
जब
let
हम
me
छोटे
complete,
थे ना
let me
गौरी,
complete.
तब हम लोग ये
Sir,
कहते
let me
थे
complete, let me
LNTT,
complete. Sir,
looking
sir,
London,
sir.
talking
Let me
Tokyo.
complete,
You have a
please.
problem
Let
with
me
Mathura
complete,
road,
sir.
and you
You're
blocked
blocking
the
the Shaheen
Faridabad
Bagh.
highway.
Sir,
Kamal है, sir.
you wanted to even
Can you please show what was
complete
the
the
threat
Mathura
perception?
Mathura
And
road. It means you wanted
can you
to
show
cut
the
the Delhi
order
from
that
entire
now there is no threat
nation.
perception and you will
Please,
take it off?
please,
Please, sir.
people understand.
Stop
Your
fooling
clever
Delhi.
lie cannot make them convinced.
No, no, I
The
want to
second
know
thing
who
is-
opened this.
second
Was
thing-
this the
Madam,
Delhi
second
police?
thing is-
Because the official
second thing, until the
response
election-
coming in
Ma'am,
is
1 minute, please.
that the Delhi police has not done so.
Ma'am, 30
Shaheen
seconds,
Bagh
one more.
protesters have opened this, and they've also
Correct.
said
How
that
can
Shaheen
Shaheen
Bagh
Bagh
protesters
protesters
have
be
not
there?
had any
Look,
discussion
30 seconds
with
more.
the
And there's
Delhi
a second
police
thing
so
is,
far.
if
Okay,
Ma'am,
yes.
this
up to the
Stalin
election,
Crossroad
the
was
police
blocked
is in
by
the hand of
police.
EC. The administration
There is not
in the
one
hand of
protester
EC,
sitting
not
there.
in the hand of
already
head
there.
of the
Facts
Home
right.
Ministry.
They were
EC
they were
controls the police.
always
Sir,
wanting
show
to have
the
a
order
dialogue.
that there is
EC
no threat
controls the
perception.
police.
Show the order.
I do
Without
not
that,
agree.
we
I
will
do
not
not
accept
agree
this.
until
And
the
on the
election.
other
Or
side,
whatever
why
information
they
is coming in,
follow the
it
issue?
has
That
got
is a
nothing
bigger
to do with
question.
the protesters.
Okay, now let's listen
It
into what
means
Sumit Peter has
I
to
think
say.
total.
Yes.
I think, ma'am, I have yesterday on your show. I said कि 2-3 दिन में next 2 or 3 days you will see the roads opened. The reason is because this protest has reached the law of diminishing returns. They wanted a face saver. Honorable Supreme Court sent interlocutors. This was the last line of grace. Even if you don't open the roads now, then there will be an order. There will be an adesh to vacate the roads. So what they have sensibly done, election is over. Aam Aadmi Party has benefited. And all is done. So now the support for the protest as such is falling. I challenge my brother here. I said, if you are so confident about the protest, take it to Ramlila Maidan और मैं देखता हूँ कितने दिन आपका protest चलता है. He did not want to do that. Now they have taken that
If
line of
Supreme
grace.
Court will
They have
do this, we
taken
will do
line
that
of
because
grace
we respect
and
Supreme
they have
Court.
wanted to
Supreme
protest.
Court should tell
Because
you?
the matter
Why
is
Supreme
You
Court
have
right
taken
now?
that line of grace and
Because
you
you
have
What
protest.
about the BJP?
What is
They
that?
always
Because
say,
roads
whatever
were
you
blocked
do,
for your
you shine
protection.
on
wrong. That
Roads
is
were
wrong.
blocked for
You
your
have right to
protection.
protest.
If
You have
that
our
something
right
would have
to
happened,
occupy the
they would have
roads.
blamed the
You
government
understand, you should
that
accept
the
your
protesters
defeat and
जो
you should
बैठे
accept
थे
that Shaheen
उन पे
Bagh
हमला
protest
हुआ
won
है.
today.
Delhi police did not prevent that. Roads were blocked for your safety. Now I am very sure there is something which
What
has
about
happened
the
between them and
safety of Jamia
protesters.
then? Where was Delhi police there?
You know, Jamia was protected here. If the police would have not acted, imagine what could have happened there.
In Jamia, Delhi police beat up
Delhi
their
police,
students like anything.
no, they
did.
beat the hooligans. When the police students never did anything.
There's a student in Jamia
Can
who
I
lost his
answer,
IQ.
please?
I mean, if
Come
you
on.
know the collateral damage happens, what can you
And
do?
right now you're just saying there's no
What,
beating up police
no,
officers
what
now.
about those 20 policemen who got injured there? What happened there? What about the people who are
I am
burning
talking
buses?
about- I am talking
what about
about
those? So, you know, if there
students
is
never burned the buses. There was no
I am
arresting of
saying
the
if I am there, a
students. You need
student
to
comes and hits me,
understand.
what can I do? What can a police do there?
The roads that
Police
was blocked at
acted and
Shaheen Bagh,
protected
it was
Jamia
just because of
University.
Delhi police.
You have to understand, police acted
Because
and
the
protected
protest is
Jamia
still happening
University.
there.
They did not
The
let damage
protesters haven't
happen.
left from there
They
yet.
did not let the damage happen. Sir, आप acknowledge कीजिए इसको.
I think
Don't-
You should
Yeah,
understand.
Protesters were
No, then
protected
let me
for
ask this
69
question.
days.
What is now going
What
to
a-
happen as
protesters
far as
were
the larger
protected.
issue of the
They were
protest
also
is
Nobody
beaten
was
up at
hurt.
Jamia.
No, I
प्रोटेस्ट
think
का क्या होगा प्रोटेस्ट का क्या
देखिए।
होगा इनकन्वीनियंस अगर नहीं होगी then it should continue I think that is something that everybody on the panel should agree
तो protest can go to other some
Absolutely.
designated site. You know,
Absolutely.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ
But we
सड़कें
haven't
छोड़िए ना.
leaked the
Go to
Shaheen Bagh yet.
sir, go to Ramlila Maidan
Because
and
the
do protest. Who's
interlocutors
stopping you?
are having
Can
a
I-
dialogue with us.
If you're so
So
strong
until
about
unless
your
the
cause,
Supreme Court
if you're
will
so
tell us,
sure about your
we
cause,
will not
go to a
go
Ramlila
from
Maidan and do
Shaheen
your
Bagh.
protest, sir.
We'll be
KC
there.
Sharma, yes.
देखिए हमारे मित्र कह रहे हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट अगर हमें बोलेगा तो हम एरिया वैकेट कर देंगे, वो आपकी चॉइस नहीं होगी, वो कंपल्सन होगी,
अगर
आपको
सुप्रीम
थ्रो आउट
कोर्ट ने
किया
नहीं
जाएगा।
किया तो?
अरे भाई सुन लो,
अरे आप
आपको
एक
थ्रो आउट
तरफ बात कर रहे हैं।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला है
क्या
कि
बोला?
आप जो कर रहे हो वो गलत कर रहे हो, आप
Illegal है।
प्रोटेस्ट
सुप्रीम
कर
कोर्ट ने
सकते
ये
हो,
नहीं बोला कि प्रोटेस्ट
लेकिन
करने का हक है।
डेजिग्नेटेड प्लेस पे हक आपका है, लेकिन रोड पे प्रोटेस्ट करने का हक
Designated
नहीं है।
place पे।
अगर
उन्होंने
इतना ही
साफ
था तो
साफ
सुप्रीम
बोला
कोर्ट ने
है
साफ-साफ
आप
अपने
जो
को तो
कर
नहीं
रहे हो
बोला
वो
है।
गलत कर रहे
सुप्रीम
हो,
कोर्ट ने कब
इसीलिए
बोला कि आप हमें
मीडिएटर
छोड़
बैठा है।
दीजिए?
अरे छोड़ने, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या बोला, क्यों मीडिएटर, अरे भैया मीडिएटर किस लिए बोला है, इसलिए बोला है
कि force का use ना करना पड़े।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मीडिएटर से ये बुलाए हैं ताकि बीच का डायलॉग
आप जो
निकल
कर रहे हो
सके।
गलत
No,
कर रहे
that
हो।
is right because
That is
भाई,
right.
नहीं,
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने
नहीं,
नहीं बोला।
work with the
सुप्रीम
area.
कोर्ट ने साफ साफ बोला है
कि
कि
it is illegal
आपका
protest.
राइट है प्रोटेस्ट करना,
But
लेकिन
at
यहाँ
a
पे नहीं,
designated place.
पब्लिक रोड
सुप्रीम
पे
कोर्ट
नहीं,
ने ऐसे
But
नहीं
at a
बोला है।
designated
सुप्रीम
place.
कोर्ट ने बोला है
Nobody can stop your
ये भी
roads.
बोला है,
Supreme Court
सुप्रीम
has
कोर्ट ने
already
ये
said
भी
that.
बोला है
You are
ये
constantly
प्रेसिडेंस
lying.
नहीं बन सकता,
Correct,
ये
you cannot
प्रेसिडेंस
stop roads.
नहीं बन सकता,
We do understand
क्योंकि ये
it, but
गलत
that is-
है,
that is why
ये
the
गलत
protest
है।
has been
अभी
happening
आप
for the last
सुनिए,
2 months.
अपनी
We were
इज्जत
asking
बचाने
government to
के
have a
लिए
dialogue.
जो सो कॉल्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इस प्रोटेस्ट के
नहीं,
पीछे
no, government
है,
has not
उन्होंने
had a
सोचा,
dialogue.
There is no-
हमें-
there is
भाई,
no
Monday तो
organizer for
करना
the
ही करना
protest.
है।
The
अभी
protest
उनको
hasn't been organized
attention
by
को
any
divert करने के
organization.
लिए
This
let
protest
few
is also
roads
protest
open.
by
Yes,
Monday.
Let
what is it
few-
that Sumit is saying? Yes.
30 सेकंड मोर। कल उन्होंने मीडिएटर से क्या बोला कि इसके अलावा और भी तो रोड है, हमने तो सिर्फ एक ही रोड को तो ऑक्यूपाई किया हुआ है। मेरे को कल ही लग रहा था, ऐसा उन्होंने बोला, आज कुछ रोड को प्रोटेस्टर ने ओपन कर दिया।
आप तो पहले
अरे ये
बोल रहे थे कि
दिखाने के
हटेगा
लिए-
ही नहीं।
अरे हटेगा नहीं,
हटाना
मतलब
पड़ेगा।
क्या
आप
कहा,
बोल रहे थे कि
कल
हटेगा
ये
नहीं।
बोला
आप तो ये
कि
भी बोल रहे थे
कुछ
कि
रोड
इंट्रोलॉजी
और
जाने
है,
से कोई फायदा
आज
नहीं हुआ।
आज
आप
उन्होंने
तो ये
हटा
बोल रहे
दिया।
थे।
अरे सुनो,
अरे आप पिछले 5 दिन से ये वाली बात बोल रहे थे कि इंट्रोलॉजी
क्या
गए हैं, उनके जाने से कोई फायदा ही नहीं है।
इंटरलोकेटर
आप
ऐसा
ये
कैसे
बोल रहे
कह
हैं कि बात
सकते
सुनेंगे
हो?
नहीं? आप
आप
नहीं बोला
बात
टीवी
सुना
पे
का,
बार।
अभी भी कहा सुना, जो मेन रोड जो ऑक्यूपाई की हुई है वहां से हटना चाहिए था।
ये तो
अपनी
आप
इज्जत
आज
के
बोल
लिए
रहे हैं ना।
तुरंत हटना
पिछले
चाहिए।
एक हफ्ते से तो आप यही
तुरंत
बोल रहे थे
हटना
कि प्रोटेस्ट
चाहिए।
बात
अरे
सुनेंगे
हम
नहीं।
तो 2 महीने से बोले हटना चाहिए, गलत कर रहे हैं।
गलत क्यों कर रहे हैं? गलत नहीं कर रहे, बिल्कुल सही कर रहे हैं।
पूरी
We
दिल्ली
are
को
absolutely
परेशान
right.
किया हुआ
We have
है।
every
लाखों
right to
लोगों को
protest.
परेशान किया। राइट का
Okay,
प्रोटेस्ट
but
दूसरों को
then-
परेशान
but then-
करना
but then
नहीं।
KC Sharma,
केरला
okay,
के
so
गवर्नर ने
okay,
बोला है,
so-
साफ बोला है,
You are
अगर आप
contradicting
दूसरों को
your
परेशान
statement
कर
now.
रहे हो
What
तो
you were
ये
saying for the
भी
whole past
ये
week,
भी एक
you are
टेररिज्म है।
absolutely saying the whole
आप
different
दूसरों
story
को
now.
अपनी सोच के लिए परेशान कर रहे हो।
This is all
This is also
off the track.
one type
What
of
you have just
terrorism.
broken has another
So
piece
जो
of
हो रहा है वहाँ पे,
information.
this is
Balindi
also
Kunj
one
Road
kind
number
of
9 is
terrorism.
what has been opened. Yes.
Exactly. So if you allow me to speak this out, that the information that has been broken is not about road number 13A.
It is about Kalindi Kunj Road number 9. Yes.
Please let me complete. The Shaheen Bagh protesters continue to sit in on the road where they were, and that road remains blocked. What has been opened is a different road which was barricaded by police, and I must read what the interlocutors inspected the roads on Friday and
Yes, yes,
observed.
yes.
Let me read this line, that the police, for no apparent reason and emphasized, had blocked the barricaded these roads.
And they are
So the
answerable to the
blame
court. They've
is
also
on
said that they are
Delhi
answerable to the
police.
court.
Yes, so let's not confuse and start howling and shouting
make a point?
Shaheen Bagh, Shaheen Bagh. The Shaheen Bagh sit-in continues.
Absolutely.
13A road is still
No,
blocked.
no one is
What has,
allowed
please
to-
sir,
Whoever
now
has-
your bluff has
No
been
one
called.
is allowed.
पहले
No one-
अमित शाह का
You
bluff
are
कॉल
doing
हुआ,
bluff.
अभी शर्मा
You
जी
are
का
doing
bluff
a
कॉल
bluff.
हुआ।
भाई, आप
देखिए,
you are doing a bluff.
आप मान के
No,
चलिए,
no,
दिल्ली पुलिस,
nobody
अब मैं हिंदी में
has
बोलूंगा,
right
अब मैं
to
हिंदी में
protest on
बोलूंगा,
the road. You
सुनने
don't have
दीजिए
a right
दिल्ली
to
को,
protest on the
दिल्ली को
road.
सुनने दीजिए,
भैया
दिल्ली को
सुन
सुनने
रहे हैं,
दीजिए।
आप ब्लफ कर रहे हैं, आप ऐसा कैसे कर
दिल्ली
सकते
जो
हैं?
दिल्ली पुलिस ने जबरदस्ती
Security
और जबरन
थी,
जो
security
रोड
की
बंद की
परेशानी
थी,
थी,
वो
इसीलिए
दिल्ली पुलिस ने
रोड को
इसलिए
ब्लॉक
खोली
किया गया
है
है,
क्योंकि
क्योंकि वो
मीडिएटर्स
चिल्ला
ने
रहे
ये
थे,
कहा
हमारा क्या
कि
होगा?
आपने
रोड
जबरदस्ती
हमारा
बंद
क्या
की
होगा?
थी। शाहीन बाग प्रोटेस्ट आज भी चालू है,
गलत।
वो रोड आज भी बंद है।
रोड चालू है, लेकिन
आपको
चालू
पता ही नहीं आप
गलत
क्या बोल
तरीके
रहे
से
हैं।
चालू है।
आपको पता ही नहीं आप क्या बोल रहे
so the
हैं।
fact
रोड कहीं और
is-
खुली है, शादी
so the
कहीं और
Delhi
हो रही है,
भैया रोड
अब्दुल्ला
खुली
कहीं
है,
और
किस लिए
नाच रहा
बंद
है,
थी?
ये क्या हो रहा
रोड
है?
किस लिए
Okay,
बंद थी? रोड
okay.
किस लिए बंद थी?
भैया रोड वहाँ पे
इसलिए
प्रोटेस्टर
बंद
ने
थी।
नहीं बंद करी थी,
प्रोटेस्टर
दिल्ली
ने ही
पुलिस ने
बोला,
बंद की थी
हमारी
और दिल्ली
security
पुलिस ने
problem
हटा
है।
लिया।
नहीं बोला,
उन्होंने
प्रोटेस्टर
obstruction
ने बोला।
पैदा
अमित
की।
शाह को
उन्होंने
पूछिए।
बोला, obstruction
प्रोटेस्टर
बकरा रोड
ने
पे भी
बोला।
पैदा
दिल्ली
की।
भैया
मैंने
देख
देखा
लो।
Sorry, very fast.
आपको
Protester.
पता ही
All
नहीं
right,
है।
all right, all right, all
और
right.
ये duty
You know,
होगी
this is
advance
exactly what is happening in Shaheen Bagh also. Everybody is speaking over each other and nobody's voice getting hurt. That's essentially what's happening here as well, and that at that point as well. So now the fact is, if some of the road has been
Protesters were
opened
right.
by the Delhi police, the barricading has been lifted, So what
Just
you know
slap
was being
on the
talked
face of
about?
Ministry of Home Affairs.
What was being talked about by Nishant Verma is something that Sadhana Ramachandran has pointed out. So some of the barricades has come out.
This is a
how big a
slap
reprieve?
on Ministry of Home Affairs,
How-
purposefully
how-
blocking Delhi,
how big a
harassing
reprieve?
Delhi, harassing 10 lakh
This is
commuters
not
every
a
day.
bluff.
Because
The people-
don't say bluff.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
what
it's a
the
bluff.
mediators,
This is
the
wrong.
interlocutor
This is
said.
not
You are
a
not above them.
statement.
You are not above Supreme
you
Court.
are
Delhi
not
police
appointed by the
has
Supreme
said.
Court. You are
and
misinterpreting
agreed.
it.
Are
You are
misinterpreting.
misinterpreting
That
it.
is the report of the interlocutors.
भारतीय भैया रस्सी चल गई बल नहीं गया दिल्ली
दरवाजा
पुलिस की
खोल।
गलती
बॉस वर
इंटरलोक्यूटर ने
बंद।
बताई
अफसर वर
और ये
पैंतीस।
कहा कि
All
शाहीन
knows-
बाग के
all
प्रोटेस्टर्स
knows
सही कह
गुंडागर्दी
रहे
was
थे
happening over
दिल्ली
there.
पुलिस ने जबरदस्ती रोड बंद की है
elements
और
were
उसकी
there.
वजह से
All
हम
know.
सबको
Delhi
दिल्ली
police
फरीदाबाद
was
नोएडा में
attacked.
परेशानी हो रही
Delhi
थी
police was
थैंक यू
attacked.
इंटरलोक्यूटर
Okay.
फॉर शोइंग दिल्ली पुलिस
Okay,
and
okay,
Ministry of
okay,
Home
okay,
Affairs
okay.
their face.
All right.
Why the protesters are not vacating the main road?
ये सुप्रीम
They are
कोर्ट को
respecting
पूछिए
the Supreme
जाइए
Court.
पूछिए
Okay, Sarim Ali Khan.
Please ask the
Why
Supreme
they
Sarim
Court.
Ali Khan.
They
Yes.
have to.
Okay,
They have
all
Please
right.
ask the Supreme Court.
Then I am asking this question: if the inconvenience has reduced, what about the larger protest, Sumit? Then I get in
I think,
Saim Ali
ma'am,
Khan.
the largest, the road, the blocking road is illegal.
I said
That's the Honorable
inconvenience
Supreme
has
Court
reduced.
has said.
I have not said
No,
it's gone away.
I mean,
Yes.
blocking that road 13 is illegal. And that is what the Honorable Supreme Court has said. What I request them, please move your protest to a designated place, leave the road. I mean, always saying you have a right to protest, move to a place wherein you are not blocking roads. Here, your protest cannot be so weak that by blocking a road, you hold it. Because the problem is, police has to block the surrounding roads. If some untoward incident happens, then they will say कि Modi और Shah की government ने हमें attack करवाया. We have been attacked. We were peaceful protesters. You know that all has to be done.
Respond to that.
Because
Sarim Ali Khan.
that is what he's doing.
Sarim Ali Khan.
If
Sarim
this
Ali
protest
Khan.
is so strong, go to a designated place there.
We have a
If
very
you have,
strong
if you are
point by
deep in the strength of your protest,
They can
go to a
also
designated
come.
place.
Sarim Ali
Why
Khan.
are
Yes.
you holding Delhi to
Okay.
ransom?
Let's
We have a
Why are you
very
stopping
strong
this?
reason, and that is why we are protesting. What my friend here is saying is absolutely opposite to what he was saying for the last 7 days. Interlocutors were appointed by the Supreme Court, and they have clearly said it that Delhi police have blocked that road. So that has nothing to do with
Delhi
Shaheen Bagh.
police-
Absolutely.
Delhi police,
So who
it was
is
their
responsible?
duty to protect these
It's protect,
protesters.
yeah. Delhi police is about duty
Why
to protect.
protesters are sitting
This is
here?
about-
Have
This
you
is
seen
about
why
protest.
why
Just a
protesters are
minute, just
sitting
a minute.
here?
Police is
Why
doing
don't you
what
go
they want
about
to do.
Delhi police?
जब 4 महीने का बच्चा मरता है, you are putting it on Delhi action. You are putting on Delhi action. When a 4-month infant dies, you are putting it on
Why
Delhi
are-
action.
why you are
जब
pointing out-
कुछ हो जाता, they would have
Why
called
you
us.
won't-
They would have said we have been
You
attacked.
don't let me speak.
You are sitting there. No,
Gauri,
you
just-
cannot
You
have
were
the cake and
pointing
eat
out
it.
fingers
You
to the
cannot have
protesters
it.
there
You
at
cannot
that
leave
point
their
of
road.
time.
No,
You
you
cannot
cannot
point out fingers
leave
to
their
the
road.
protesters
All right.
because it was
You
organized
cannot
by
eat
the
the
central
cake and have
government.
it. You want to eat
You
the cake and
absolutely
have
know
it. No nation is seeing through it. It's not about a TV debate. You cannot eat the cake and have it. You have occupied the road illegally. Leave that road. Go to Ramlila.
This is the
Okay,
problem.
Sarim
We
Ali
haven't
Khan, then
occupied
get
the
it.
road.
Yes.
Go
We
to
haven't
Ramlila
occupied the
Maidan.
whole road.
Issue
It
settled.
was occupied the Delhi police.
No, it is not.
It
The
was
surrounding roads are for
because
your protection.
interlocutors clearly said
Because
it
for
was
your
blocked by the
protection,
Delhi
the point
police.
is for your
Interlocutors were
protection.
appointed by the Supreme
It is
Court.
it is the duty of the
and
state
they
to
even
protect
said
you.
that
Even
the
if you
Delhi
go
police
against the
is
state, you have to be
answerable to the Supreme Court
protected.
now.
State is
But
protecting
Sarim,
your citizens.
okay, Sarim Ali Khan, if the road had not been barricaded, what about the safety of the protesters? And I'll tell you why I'm asking this. Even today, when the talks began, there were 3 set of conditions that the protesters had put forth to the interlocutors early in the morning. One of that was the safety of the protesters.
Okay.
So if they had not barricaded one of the roads, what would have then been the question as far as safety of
Look,
protesters?
let me
is
tell
concerned?
you
Then they would have said
let me
Delhi
tell you one
police
thing very
apathy.
clearly. Okay, the protest that has been happening is in 150 meters of the area. So Delhi police could have, covered that area only to protect the protesters. That doesn't mean that you have to block all the areas. You need to understand it. Because if there is some function going on, you need to protect that area. You
What
just don't
happens if
block.
a mob comes? What happens if a mob comes when they reach there? What can the police
If
do?
the mob is
Nishan
coming, that is
also,
So
the
you
yes.
have to
Delhi
protect
police.
it. You have to protect
I think-
all the roads.
I
When
think-
the Prime Minister moves, why do you encircle all the roads?
Okay,
The
I
Prime
think-
Minister
Because
is
you
not
have-
sitting at the Shaheen
Arey
Bagh.
bhai, if a
The
mob
Prime Minister should have
comes,
come
if
not
a
earlier.
see a mob comes, what will
No.
the police do when they reach the site?
Okay.
So you have to, you have to
Nishan
stop
Dama,
them.
yes.
I need one peaceful minute. First of all, the roads have been opened which were blocked by Delhi police. That is what the information is. Number 2, Shaheen Bagh sit-in continues. Number 3, as rightly being pointed out by the pro-BJP and BJP people, that there was a threat perception. I wish to know from MHA that why and how the threat perception has died down although the sit-in continues, number 3. Number 4, please let us understand, Mr. Amit Shah, that why did you harass NCR for 70 days in case there is no threat perception now and was not then? Because if threat perception has come down today,
Okay.
it's a joke.
You've raised your question.
Can I answer?
I have to give KC Sharma a chance
Yes.
to respond. Then I get in Sumit.
देखिए,
Yes.
हमारे रिस्पेक्टेड पैनलिस्ट ने बोला कि पहले क्या थ्रेट परसेप्शन थी, आज क्या नहीं है। पहले बसें जलाई गई, पत्थरबाजी हुई और यूनिवर्सिटी में भी गुंडागर्दी करने वाले लोग अंदर पाए गए।
ये रोड वहाँ नहीं है।
सुन लीजिए भैया,
ये रोड वहाँ नहीं है।
सुन लीजिए बात वहाँ और
हम
यहाँ
सुन ही नहीं पा रहे
वहाँ
ना,
यहाँ की नहीं,
हमारे कान बंद
यार
है।
वहाँ की नहीं है बात।
मथुरा रोड पे बस जलाई, मथुरा रोड खुली है,
जानते थे। और आज वहाँ पे जो प्रोटेस्ट,
मथुरा रोड खुली है, वहाँ जहाँ बस जलाई
20 से 25% सिर्फ लोग वहाँ पे बचे हुए हैं।
हमने मथुरा
और
रोड
वो
क्यों
भी
नहीं
उसको छोड़ने वाले
हमने
हैं।
मथुरा रोड
वो
क्यों
भी
नहीं
उसको
मांगी?
छोड़ने वाले
सर, मथुरा रोड
हैं।
नहीं मांगी।
प्रॉब्लम क्या है? प्रॉब्लम है क्यों शाहीन बाग में लोग
मैं ऐसे ही नहीं कहता, बहुत झूठी पार्टी, ये भ्रम में रखते हैं सबको।
जंतर मंतर पे नहीं, क्योंकि जंतर मंतर और रामलीला मैदान में ये घंटे भी प्रोटेस्ट को कैरी ऑन नहीं कर सकते। मेला पैड इंटेंशन है,
ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट से छोड़ दीजिए। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट बनने मत निकलो, ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट बनने मत निकलो। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट से बड़े नहीं है, आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट से बड़े नहीं है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट देख रहे हैं मामला, आप मत बताइए। यू आर नोबडी टू टेल कि प्रोटेस्ट कैसे होगा।
अरे भैया
अगर गैर कानूनी है आज भी उठा दो, आज भी नहीं उठाया।
मिलिटर नहीं बोला है।
और अगर उठा देंगे, एक सेकंड, निशांत Verma, if the Delhi police exercises force, then you will say, look at Delhi police, they are actually now lathi charging nannies and dadis sitting. Then what will happen?
Why will they lathi charge?
No, I'm asking
Is
you
anybody doing-
to remove the protesters.
No.
I said, no, don't twist my facts. Don't
Please.
twist my question. My question is, if the
I'm
Delhi
answering
police
your
has
question.
used force to remove these protesters, then you would have said, now force is being used against nannies and
May
dadis.
I answer your question?
silent
The
protesters.
Honorable Supreme Court had asked the Delhi police to speak to the protesters and get the area cleared. We are aware of that. Did Delhi police speak? Did Delhi police, after speaking and getting whatever vibes, did go back to Supreme Court and say, ये नहीं कर रहे, अब बताइए क्या करना है? No ना, तो फिर ये क्वेश्चन अराइज नहीं होता है। लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर सबसे बात किया, डिड यू गो बैक टू सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड से ये नहीं कर रहे?
That is why
Today Gauri is not the day to discuss. Today we must celebrate. Today we must celebrate that the honorable interlocutors have binned, dustbinned the MHA's forceful harassment to Delhi and NCR by Delhi police removing the barricades and Noida police removing the barricades.
Protester
I am
has to
thankful
vacate
to
the
the
road.
policemen
They have
at
to
least
say sorry.
that they have
They
realized
have to say
that their
sorry
bosses
because
gave them a wrong instruction.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm totally out of time. I'm totally out of time. Sumit, please, 10 seconds.
I want to make Sharma ji, just I want to make 1 second. Nishan ji said where is the third perception? Now does any of us had the MHA which will know there was a third perception yesterday? That's not today. The things change dynamically. Interlocutors are doing their work. The third perception would have changed. So what? Whom are we to conclude that there was a third perception? Yeah, there was not today. It will be oxymoronic argument. If there was a third perception, it was. Today it is not. It is not.
Okay.
Whom am I to document? How can Nishan ji or I know it doesn't exist today? How do
We
I
have
know?
the right to question.
how do we know it
Unfortunately,
doesn't exist?
you are unable to answer
No,
with a
how does it not
documented
exist?
proof.
No, we
You
are
don't have a documented
authorities
proof.
will say there's a third or not a third perception.
Anyways, now Delhi police is answerable to the court.
Protest
is very
going
simple
to
now.
die.
This is very simple.
So they have given a go
Okay,
ahead to
so
the
all
Supreme
eyes
Court.
now
They
on
have to
Monday.
answer in front of the
All
Supreme Court
eyes
now.
now on Monday when the Supreme Court takes stock of the entire exercise as far as mediation is concerned. Yes, there has been some commentary from the interlocutor which has been abrasive, and in fact they've actually hit out at Delhi police saying that they are not satisfied with the fact that blockades have been put by them. All of that will land on the court's doorstep, and it is now going to be the Supreme Court which has to decide whether or not the sitting will continue or not. As of now, minor reprieve coming in for the commuters. Thanks very much for watching.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.